Hello everyone, we are going to make cobbler. I'm very excited about this because this time of year it's getting warm. There's a lot of stone fruit in the stores and maybe off of your tree. So peach cobbler is very traditional. I love nectarine cobbler. Today we're going to make apricot cobbler. Here's what I have going on. This is a very simple recipe, easy to pull together. I kind of have it all prepped for you. So we are going to warm up a half cup of water. Woo! And half a cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to dissolve that sugar. Okay. You want about 4 cups of cut fruit. Of course you're going to remove the pit. Of course they're going to be cleaned first. I like to keep the skin on because I like that texture. This is about 3 cups right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna cook this down for about no more than 10 minutes because I don't want it to be mushy. I still want it to be firm, okay? And then here, I'm gonna actually get rid of the reduction, okay? So I'm gonna separate the reduction and then I'm gonna show you how I put it all together. I've kept some pretty apricots that are not cooked as part of my 4 cups. I'm gonna lay those down to the bottom. There's gonna be butter, there's gonna be no eggs, just easy milk, sugar, and we're gonna put it together. So first I'm gonna let this cook and then we'll do the other part of the recipe, okay? All right, you guys, ready to put this cake together. It's very easy, or cobbler I should say. It is a apricot cobbler. So our apricots have cooked. Apricots are a little bit softer than like peaches and nectarines, so I decided I was only gonna cook it 5 minutes. You're not gonna go more than like 8 minutes when you cook any sort of stone fruit for this. So I'm gonna strain this, okay? And then I'm gonna set this aside. Oh, our oven is preheated. I'm gonna set this aside because I do want these juices and I want these fruits separated. So I'm gonna put this over here for now. Okay, now, this is the cake pan. It's 8 inches. I've lined it with parchment paper and some cooking spray. I have melted 4 tablespoons of butter. It's about half of a stick of butter that I've completely melted, and I'm gonna pour that down, okay? Now if you're gonna make like cupcakes for this, you're just gonna take like a little spoonful of butter for each cupcake liner and do that. All right, so that's all set. Because I'm trying to be cute and fancy, I'm gonna place these down now, okay? So I have about 10 little apricots that I thought would be kind of cute for the bottom. All right, so I'm gonna place those down. At first I was like, oh, I'm gonna place these first, and then I forgot I gotta put butter down first. So that's what's happening. That's my little timer, sorry about that. All right. Looking cute, okay. So now I'm gonna just shut that timer off so it doesn't bug me every minute. So now that I have that going, I have my dry ingredients. Very simple. 1.5 cups of self-rising flour. I made the self-rising flour with regular flour, a little bit of baking powder, and salt. Then I'm gonna add a cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to just stir that together. Okay, real easy. Now I'm just gonna add my teaspoon of vanilla. It's probably closer to 2 teaspoons, right into my milk. I have 1.5 cups of milk. Now I am going to just mix that, and then I'm just gonna whisk these 2 things together. Really easy, okay? So here I go. Whisk. Comes together really easily. You don't want to overmix this. This isn't something that's necessary to do with a machine. I recommend you just do this by hand, okay? Because if you overmix, you're not going to get the result that you want. Okay, there it is. So it's not perfectly smooth, but it's basically smooth. So I'm going to pour this right on top, okay? Here I go. Just pour it right on top. I got a little floaty guy, no big deal, it's fine. We're just going with it. Okay, so that's all set. So now what I'm gonna do is place this cooked fruit on top, okay? I'm just gonna push those down because I kind of do want them to bake down. Okay, so this is strained, okay? And I'm just gonna kind of plop them all around. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna bake right into this batter. I love cobbler because they're not super sweet and it's just a special kind of cake. I like it a lot. It's casual and it's beautiful too. I've never done this with plums though. I've done it with every other stone fruit, I think, except for plums. Never done it with, oh, I've done it with berries. Yeah, definitely berries, definitely cherries. So yeah, you could do it with other stuff too. You don't have to just do stone fruit. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, all right, so that's done. That's looking really nice. So this is the nectar. So it's sugar water with the fruit. If you want to get really fancy, I'm not going to get really fancy today. I would take this and I would cook it down. I would cook it down for like 5 more minutes and then it would be really syrupy and a reduction, okay? I'm deciding not to do that and you don't need to. We're gonna pour the nectar right on top. So you're gonna just cover it, but you don't wanna pour it on because you're gonna mess up the smoothness of the top, if that makes any sense. When this gets baked, it's going to be, you know, there's gonna have bumps and ridges just like you're seeing now. It's just gonna be a little bit more noticeable. So I think I put half of it on there. I just kind of really covered it all. You can see the melted butter coming up and out. And that's it. I'm pretty satisfied with how that's looking. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for, I'm gonna look at it at 30 minutes at 350. And then I'm probably gonna have to cook it a little longer. My oven is probably gonna be about 40 minutes, but I would check it at 30. If you're gonna do cupcakes for this, or like muffins, like cobbler muffins, do it for, start looking at about 16 minutes. It's probably gonna take 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more, to have the clean stick come out. But that's it, and I'll show you at the end what our cobbler looks like. And now I'm gonna cut into it and see what it looks like inside. So there's gonna be apricots at the bottom and at the top. I'm excited about this. And this would be so good with ice cream, like vanilla ice cream. Neeks, come on in. Can you see the side right here? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So there it is, cobbler time, people. Very easy. I hope you enjoy this. Remember, you can make it with any stone fruit or berries.